Hello, everyone. It's your friend Razin and your other friend Mel.
Oh,
I'm playing Morgan, apparently. Oh, shit. Okay. So Mel and I decided to record a little Halloween spooktacular episode of Ultra Q, where we discuss our favorite tokusatsu property, the Darkstalkers American 1995 cartoon.
yes.
Oh,
What
shit.
is, what is your
This
what is
game
your
rules.
history? What is your history with Darkstalkers?
Uh,
Yes.
Darkstalkers is a game that, as a fighting game fan, I feel like I should have more history with. It was a little bit before my time. I have up until like even as a kid, where I never really had like an arcade with like a ton of like fighting games and stuff in it, even growing up, because I kind of grew up in the sticks. But like when I would see them out in the wild, it would be like Marvel vs. Capcom or Street Fighter. In fact, I didn't see a Darkstalkers cab in person until I went to Combo Breaker earlier this year, and they had Darkstalkers 1 and then a VSAV head-to-head candy cab, which was cool.
Yeah.
Oh god, I'm stuck playing Morgan until you beat me.
Yeah, that's how these games
Yeah.
work.
So I've always appreciated the Darkstalkers characters
Well, this
from
stage
like
is the best one.
yes, I love this stage. Sometimes it actively does make me motion sick if I look too hard at how cool the background is.
All your listeners get fucked, by the way.
Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna upload the full match to YouTube, and also if you want to just listen at home, it's cool too. I don't know what super input is in this game. I don't have full super. I was looking at your meter. Fuck me.
I think you'd like a Morgan as an Akuma player just because she has 3 separate raging demon inputs.
Yeah.
This game's goofy like that.
I am a Red Hood main or BB Hood main. Red Hood is Marvel. What am I talking about?
Yeah, there's Belletta, I guess.
Yes.
I mean, I guess BB Hood is in Marvel too, but
Yes. She has a cool glitch with Juggernaut where she does a shit ton of damage with the DHC for some reason. Because Marvel 2 is a wonderful programmed game. But yeah, what's your experience with Darkstalkers? I basically, to recap, I wish I played more of it. I've never really had quite the opportunity to.
Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of the same, where I'm like, there was a long time where I was like the idea of getting to fighting games, but didn't actually play them. And like in 2019, I happened to like find a Darkstalker lore series of videos. I was like, oh, this is cool. I should play. Yeah. I was like, oh yeah, I should get to Darkstalkers. I got like the art book. And then I got into fighting games the next year. I was like, okay, I should play more Z. I should play VSAB. And then it's one of those games where I like on and off played it, but didn't play it a lot.
Hold on, let me open this beer finally. There we go.
Oh, see, you're doing the right thing by playing this game drunk. Or at least doing this podcast drunk.
That's what I was like. Yeah, I should probably drink for this. This will probably add to the experience. Because let me tell you, oh, that's a good Lilith color.
Yeah, it's incidentally the Morgan color.
Yes.
I'm not really sure trying to pick a main. There's like different guys.
I'm also curious in the robot whose name I forget.
Crazy Gone.
Yeah. Yes. No. Oh god, I legit do not remember his name.
It's a Huitzel.
Yes. And then also Iron Maiden guy, Lord Raptor. He seems fun.
Huitzel isn't in this game though. He's in like a Hunter and the weird games they made after VSAV.
Yeah. Let's go!
Oh fuck, he did the thing. I shouldn't have told you about the Akuma inputs.
See, the funny thing is I remember she had something like that from MVC1. And then, you reminded me of it, and I was like, I wonder if it's the same input. It's the same input.
I think she had it first, but yes. She has like 2 other ones that are just different, but like, they're the same style.
Oh, also, funny story. Until I love how we were supposed to talk about the cartoon, and that's just not happening yet. But
listen, this was the part of the play, and I counted. I assumed that would just be the case because I mean, we're not gonna like just talk about one cartoon for like 2 hours.
One episode of a bad cartoon.
As the person who, watched the Darkstalkers lore video, I have issues with their interpretation of the characters. But we'll get to that later.
So, fun fact, for some reason, until hearing his name pronounced in the cartoon, I had always misread his name as John Taliban. And then I realized, no, that's definitely not right, actually.
He is British. He's not Afghani.
Yeah, I don't know how my brain interpreted it that way, because I was like, wait, and then I looked at the name, and I was like, oh god, I've been reading that wrong. I've luckily never been in a position where I've needed to admit this or say this out loud until now, but, I fucking love that air throw.
That is pretty cool. I'm realizing the skill gap we have between us.
It's fine.
I'm just wanting to get away from using Morgan. Actually, it doesn't matter.
Ah! Oh, good jump.
Yeah, also I have seen, like, the Darkstalkers OVA.
I have too, but it's been a minute. That's, like...
Yeah.
I
watched that in 2020, and I've since started a tradition of watching a fighting game OVA / movie every year.
I have a distinct memory of watching that when YouTube was just free reign for people uploading anime in 3 parts, and the 3rd part was always really short because of the time limit.
Yeah.
That's how I experienced the Darkstalkers OVA. It was like a multi-part YouTube upload. I remember it being really cool. I wonder how I'd feel about it now.
Yeah, I think it's pretty good. I think there's some quibbles I have, specifically with Dimitri and Morgan's characterization, which I think carries
ironically. I love how... So, the thing I've always heard about Dimitri is that Capcom always is like, oh, he's the main guy, but Morgan was just so fucking popular that, like, he never really took off in that way. And
yeah.
I love how even in the cartoon, it's like, no, he's like the dumb lackey guy for Pyron.
Yeah. I accidentally did Dark Force. I like how Swenko is like proto Faust.
Oh shit, I never thought about her that way, but...
Oh, but yeah, Morgan and Dimitri are both Shotos, so they're both like the leads. But like, my understanding was like, oh yeah, Dimitri is obviously the protagonist. Why it's called Vampire? And then eventually it's like, well, okay, actually Morgan is the real protagonist at this point.
So should I give a recap of the Darkstalkers cartoon episode 1?
Sure. Do you remember the name of this?
The actual cartoon?
No, like the name of the episode.
Was it Rise? I actually do not remember. It was like Rise or Return or something, right?
Yeah, let me see. I'm scrolling up. Out of the Dark.
Out of the Dark, okay.
I did this mid-match, which is not good form, but...
No, it's fine.
I was getting on with it anyway.
So, Pyron is an alien. I don't think that's real. I think
no,
Pyron...
that's real.
Oh, is he? Okay, I always thought he was a demon.
Yeah, he's a sun alien dude.
Oh, okay. So, Pyron's an alien, and he wants to conquer Earth, and despite being a fireman, wants to create a world of eternal night. Mixed priority is IMO, but that's okay. He awakens Dmitry Maximov, known vampire, and beats him up.
Well, that's the name of the game.
Yes. And beats him up, resulting in him becoming his general. They then awaken Morrigan next, which I am shocked they still call her a succubus. And
yeah, in a kid's show, like, first of all,
how many kids do you think had to ask their parents awkwardly what a succubus was when this?
How many kids were playing Darkstalkers?
I don't know. I legit like I said, at least in the Midwest, in rural Midwestern America where I grew up, I had no awareness of Darkstalkers. I knew nobody who played the home versions of this, and like I knew people who did like like casually like Street Fighter and Marvel vs. Capcom and shit, you know. But like, growing up, I knew nobody in real life who was a Darkstalkers person. I had no engagement with this until like the internet. Yeah. What do you know? What fucking like networks this aired on?
No, I didn't look it up. I just know that it's a weird curiosity that exists for some reason. It's like, why did they make this?
And it's like 12 episodes, right? It was.
It's like 12, 13 episodes.
I know it got canceled because it was not popular. Which
we're gonna try and do one a year. Will we ever finish? Who knows?
Yeah, who can say?
Can't believe I have to wait a whole year to find out what happened to what's his name and Felicia.
Harry. So I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be Harry Grimoire. They pronounce it in the weirdest fucking way. They say
in
like
Grimoire?
or some shit. I'm like, that piss off. Let's go.
Oh fuck! I got Oshigyo again. Forget Oshinoko. Get Oshigyo.
God, I love that win pose. This is sick ass fit more again. Red Thirst.
I think there technically was a summary we were doing, but yeah.
That's gonna sound really awkward for people who can't see the screen, since we have a co-host named Red.
Yeah.
That's fine.
I don't have a good follow-up.
Anyways, back to the summary. So Pyron continues to obtain the villains of the game, and Dimitri and well, I guess Morgan was always supposed to be kind of a villain because she's.
I mean, it's. I disagree. As the lore head.
Okay. Wasn't she? But like, wasn't she set up? Well, I guess she's more like the Ken then, right?
Yeah, she's more like her personality is more like a hedonist, chaotic neutral, where she's just like.
She's the daughter of Satan, right?
She's like the adopted daughter of the former king of Makai, and so she's like in line for the throne or something.
Yeah.
And it's like a weird power struggle or something.
I played her arcade mode in the first game, where she goes out to have fun and fight people, and then she comes back home. She's like, "Oh, I don't want Dad to know I left the house."
Yeah. What was I saying? Yeah, she's not really like malicious or like evil, despite like her nature would imply.
Yeah.
It's more like she's like, you know, she decided to have a good time. But like, I guess some people just like take the succubus angle and go like, oh, she's a predatory character, when that's not really true to like at least like the game's interpretation.
Well, I do know that there was one change where at some point Capcom clarified, no, like, the men who she sleeps with do like die, quote unquote, but they like are living in eternal bliss, like inside her soul realm thing or whatever.
Okay, I wasn't sure where that is from. I know in like the Udon comics they do present her, I think it's more malicious, but like
yeah,
that's like, you know, their interpretation and not necessarily the actual game.
Oh yeah, and Udon does fucking whatever with all the Capcom stuff. I am shocked that they're still making as many comics and things for these properties as they have been, and that they seem to be selling.
Were they the ones who made the comic about Crypto Ken?
I think so.
But yeah, Morgan technically more heroic than you'd expect.
Yeah. Well, I know that
I will die on the hill as the true understander.
Yeah, I know that Pyron and Jeddah are like the two actually problems.
Yeah, Jeddah is like an actual problem. Also, BB Hood is evil.
Yeah, well, the one thing I know about her, and part of the reason I decided to main her, is because she is like so fucked up and a normal human that it's implying she's actually like counts as a monster because of how evil she is.
Yeah, humans are the real monsters. Whoa.
Honestly, it's pretty sick.
Yeah. Yeah. So, where were we even at in the summary?
So, Dimitri, Lord Raptor, who else is there?
So Anacris, for some reason, I feel like of all the like quote unquote evil guys, he's like the one that stands out as a weird one.
Yeah, he has lizards in his pants and he's salty about it.
Yeah, it was so weird. Like, it felt weird. Like, what are they doing? He's like,
I don't know what they're doing with his voice either.
I like the part where he was like, "Oh yeah, I've come to like deliver the Hittite diplomat, because ancient Egypt, but like also what's everything else he's doing.
Yeah.
Admittedly, I feel like their choices for like hero and villain, I guess, make sense. Even if I'm like, well, Morgan's not evil. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
But it's like it makes sense that they have. Actually, no, wait. Anacros is weird. I don't know why he's on the villain side, other than I guess rounding out the numbers. He's just chilling. I think in lore wise, but like Lord Raptor, obviously fucked up guy. Dimitri wouldn't actually side with Pyron in the lore, but I guess if they're trying to force him to be like subordinate to Pyron, yeah, he'd be on the villain side anyway.
Yeah.
If you had to if you're making the show for two sides for children, then yeah, he'd be on the villain side probably. But like neither Morgan or Dimitri would be like submitting to anyone. They're like, oh, "Fuck you! What the fuck are you talking about? Get out of here!" Which is, I think, like one of the weird things about like the OVA, where like they made Morgan way more stoic than I think she would be in the OVA, and also made her love interest for Dimitri at the end. And I'm like, what the fuck? What are you doing? I have more strong opinions about this than probably anyone.
Yeah, I'm surprised how deeply considered takes on the characterization in the adaptation you have.
Yeah, I don't know why. I have opinions. This is my one platform to express them.
Who else is? They have the samurai guy whose name I'm forgetting.
Yeah. Oh yeah. He's also makes sense as a villain just because he's like cursed murder armor.
Yeah. What's his name again?
Bishamon.
Yes, Bishamon. Okay. I kept wanting to call him the guy from Final Fight that's in Street Fighter Alpha 3, whose name I'm also forgetting right now.
That's Sodom.
Sodom, yes.
Who I think is like a goofier kind of guy.
Yes.
I think if I remember correctly, in Alpha 3, he like if you choose Xism, he's like a different weapon or something, which is cool.
Oh.
Alpha 3 is cool.
I did not know that.
I gotta figure out how to fucking. You know what? I gotta take the kitty gloves off. I'd be cheap and pick a top tier.
Do it.
Yeah. I have no idea how Sasquatch.
Oh yeah. Now, speaking of Sasquatch, we can transition to all the heroes that escape the evil Pyron recruitment tractor beam. There's just a colony of Sasquatch, which they call Bigfoot, because of course. And they defeat the tractor beam by throwing snowballs.
Yeah. I think Victor, the Frankenstein monster stand-in, he's like, he just swaps out. He just swaps out a suit of armor.
Yes.
And it feels like it's like. It's kind of like comical, just to the degree to which, like, the good guys can escape. When it's like, how did Morgan can get out of this one? What the fuck?
I love how little consideration is given into the consistency of whether or not the tractor beam can go through surfaces or not.
Snowball's so fucking funny.
Yes. And then, we then cut to Felicia, who was apparently kicked out of a club, or was it a production of Cats that they said?
Yeah, she was trying to be an actress in Cats, and they said her outfit was out of style.
Yeah, they're like, listen, furry culture has progressed since that shit. Get out of here, actual Catwoman.
And she's like, "Excuse you." I will say all the quote unquote heroic characters do make sense though.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the majority of them are heroes in game, right?
Yeah, they're like actually good, decent people. Like Felicia runs an orphanage in her VSAP ending. I think the only thing we haven't seen in the show yet from one episode is like we've only seen like the original games cast. We haven't seen any of the Hunter cast, which I think they show up in the show later.
Oh, yeah. I kind of figured this would be everyone that we got.
Fuck. I need to learn to block. Probably would help.
And then Felicia runs and gets.
She runs into into a front yard and it's like, oh no, the tractor beam can't fall into a suburban house.
Well, she's like, I need to go talk to the sorcerer. He lives in this mansion, and we see a mailbox that says Grimoire on it clearly. And she turns into a regular cat, and then Dimitri's like, oh no, she completely vanished. And then Morrigan gives him shit for it. And then it turns out the sorcerer has been dead for hundreds of years. But then we get an ominous line where she's like, sorcerers can't die.
Fuck does that mean, Felicia?
Yeah. Damn it.
I keep forgetting to do the EX attacks.
Yeah.
Or I guess like in this game they're called ES attacks for some reason. I don't know. This game's weird as far as like specials and EX attacks.
Yeah, I still don't really know how to super. I mean, is this like Under Night where your EXs are kind of your primary supers anyhow?
Can be real, it's kind of different for every character.
Okay.
There isn't a rule. It's the Wild
Interesting.
West.
Yeah, the only other thing I know about this game is that mechanically it's very unhinged, and it's very interesting if you're interested in old fighting games and how they work.
Yeah, it's like it's in some ways a progenitor of like the anime fighters.
Mm-hmm.
I say this is true of like the Marvel games as well.
Yeah.
Because those are the ones that introduce super jumps.
And in a weird way, alpha in some degrees. Anyways, take this round. I'm gonna chug this beer.
Okay. I wish we got a V-Sav OVA, that'd be cool.
Okay. But yeah, then she meets this child and spends the
The
night...
anime original character, except it's a non-anime.
Yeah, and then she goes, "You're a wizard, Harry." And then spends the night, and then he's like, "Wow, I can't believe a cat girl is over in my house."
He's like, my mom won't like it if
Yeah.
a cat girl comes home on a school night. Can't believe I had a one life lead and you still beat me.
It's fine. Listen, I've been playing these bad boys for 10 years.
That's true. Can I fight with your main? I can't, but I'll try.
Okay. I think she's a charged character.
Yeah.
I played this game for like...
You say she's your main and you don't know how to play her? What are you doing?
Yeah, you know,
Are you stupid?
I've touched this game for less than 2 hours. Get off my ass. So,
You don't have a main though.
I mean, the times I did, I liked her a lot.
I'm just thinking of the tweet that's like, Guile says no holding back, but he has to roll back for all of his attacks. Is he stupid?
Whoops, technical difficulties, we're back. Hey everyone. Okay, now it's my turn to play Boletta. Boletta Mercury.
Boletta Mercury would improve G-Wish substantially. For more of our opinions on G-Wish, follow goes into our first episode of Ultra 7.
Oh god, that was then, huh?
Yeah, we were gonna do it, I think, for the... Somehow, we were gonna do it for the Ultraman finale, but then the episode was like 3 hours long, so we were like, no.
One thing about BB Hood is I love her grab.
Yeah, slip throw, that pretty good.
Damn. So many explosives.
Dark Force is insane as a mechanic, because just like everyone has an install of some kind.
Yeah. The effects are different per character too, right?
Yeah, like, I think like if Hood has gun mode, QB just has flight infinitely.
Damn.
I have no idea what Demetrius is.
Where were we again? So, fucking. I guess we basically covered the episode because it ends with Felicia and Harry talking the morning after over breakfast, right?
Yeah, she's like, "Oh man, you can't help me, random kid," and he's like, "Check me have it levitate."
Yeah.
And she's like, "Oh, I guess you're magic then."
Yeah. So true.
I think there's like a scene where Rikuo works with the Sasquatch clan or something.
Maybe.
Uh,
That sounds vaguely familiar.
Rikuo being the Merman who's just like
Completely and utterly vain for no reason, and also lonely because he
he's
may
just
be the
like-
last of his kind.
he's just like, "Oh man, I'm just gonna stare in my mirror." And then Dimitri talks to a lot of these guys through like holographic like projections of himself, and everyone's just like, "No, I don't want to work with you, Dimitri. Fuck you." And to be fair, who would?
Yeah.
It doesn't seem like a good deal. No one gets Midnight Bliss but Dimitri.
Oh, is that my... Ooh! Okay, this is my honest mid.
I wonder how honest mid's Mike would fit in this game.
Yeah. Damn.
He's also a vampire, so it'd fit. It's really funny to me that like they give like Roa and Tsukihime just like this really long, complicated name, but also his first name is still Michael.
Oh, fuck. Okay.
Fucking.
Woo!
Got this fucker's like Kaneth, and then there's like Peter. I think it's funny that like the kid does the usual trope you expect, to where it's like, well, I did see a cat girl, but I'll still disbelieve any other fictional creatures until they prove themselves to be.
Yes. So true, kid. So true.
Cat girls? No. Okay, I'll believe them. Vampires? That's crazy. And Dimitri shows up immediately. I was like, well, okay, you know what? Maybe you were right on the vampires. I do have to wonder, like, why Darkstalkers?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe, I mean, there was the Street Fighter cartoon, which ran for a bit, so they just thought, like, hey, do you have any other, like, I don't know if it was the same people or not, but maybe they're just like, hey, do you have anything else that you could give us? And they're like, yeah, we got this other fighting game.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it was the fighting game boom, but I just don't know if, like, did Capcom have any other IPs at the time? I guess, technically speaking, Darkstalkers is, like, the number 3, compared to, Street Fighter, of course, which had its own cartoon, and also Marvel, which, I mean, the X-Men cartoon was its own thing at the time and inspiring the games, so...
Mm-hmm.
You wouldn't have gotten, like, a Capcom fighting game X-Men cartoon when the X-Men already had his own cartoon.
Yeah. They could have made, like, a Cyberbots cartoon.
Yeah, that would be funny. But also, Cyberbots is too much into, like, mecha anime stylings, and this was in the era where no one who was making an American cartoon would, like, actually do anything anime tribute.
Yeah. Definitely not.
Or I believe, as they probably would have called it in the day, Japanimation. Oh, fuck. Like,
I love that double jump.
Did any anime get, like, have dubs this time? Like,
95. I think this was, like, actually the time Wing was coming out here.
really? I mean, 95 was when Wing was airing in Japan.
Oh, no, it wouldn't have been then. I don't remember when Wing was then.
Like, when was the Dragon Ball and Sailor Moon dubs? Because I remember those, they're probably, like, the big...
Like, I wanted to say those were mid-90s.
I gotta be honest, like, people talk about, like, the ocean dubs is like, oh yeah, you can tell the Canadianness, but as a Canadian, I cannot tell the Canadian. I'm just, what do you mean? They talk like people. Sounds normal to me.
Okay. This is a nice stage.
Yeah, it's cool.
Oh yeah, I got that. Shit.
Yeah, the first episode is basically just collecting the Pokemon.
Yeah. I do think it's funny how Pyron calls them a collection, and then Dimitri's like, well, if the big feet aren't going to join us, maybe we should just kill them. And he's like, no, my collection must be perfect and symmetrical.
Dimitri trying to be practical, and Pyron's like, no, aesthetics. To be fair, our Pyron
so
sprite
cool.
is pretty cool.
Get that check, girl.
Yeah. The irony of, like, playing the game which features characters not in the show in any capacity. I'll try Beach on. What are we doing here? I'm curious to try, like, Vampire Hunter at some point, maybe. I, like, know nothing about how that game plays, because I just, you know, I play VSAB more, because that's the game everyone plays.
Yeah. I played through arcade mode a couple times, and that's about it, because it's on the Fighting Collection, but...
Yeah, I just assume, as a given, that there's no reason to play Vampire Original.
Yeah.
And maybe if you're a weirdo, you play one of the other games. For intellectual curiosity, maybe.
Yeah. The first version of any given fighting game, typically not ideal.
The whole story of Vampire Hunter 2 and Vampire Savior 2 is just... What were they cooking? What were they doing? What were they smoking in his office? It's so bizarre. We gotta expand the roster by making Pokemon versions for fighting games that are also quote-unquote sequels to the second and third game. And no one likes the gameplay changes.
Yeah. They should bring this back. I know there's been on and off rumors forever now. But it'd be cool.
Yeah, I mean, I'm curious because it's like, you know, we see Capcom's fighting game studio side is actually like now being competent like the rest of their company.
Yeah, my worry is that like now they're in like, oh, SF6 is our big premium title that we need to support and do all the live service stuff for, like the battle passes and costumes and all that shit, and then side stuff starts to go the way of the dodo.
And I was trying to say, because like Street Fighter was always going to be that.
Yeah. But like even more so now. Like SF4 and SF5 were big, but not in a way that kept them from doing like, you know, Street Fighter Cross Tekken back in the day, or like MVCI. But I feel like with the failure of MVCI especially, I think that they're just going to be like, well, we have the big one fighting game, let's just focus on that, which is tragic.
I like it if Capcom like did the thing SNK is doing.
Where they...
That makes sense?
Yeah.
Where it's like you have their big tentpole title, and then between every one they release a side game.
Yeah.
Taking turns.
That would
like,
be nice.
I think like I know SNK is like, well, we have to release a new KOF periodically, but also between KOFs we'll do like Samurai Showdown or Fatal Fury, which I think is cool.
Yeah. Yeah, I never would have thought Garo would make a comeback, but it's cool that it is.
City of the Wolves.
Yeah, I'm excited for that game. I hope my boy Freeman's in it.
I think they should add King of the Dinosaurs. I think he'd like compare his moveset with what's the guy's name again?
Tizak.
Yeah, I think they'd get along well. I think they're
Same.
you know they'd have things to talk about. I should play. I prefer Hope Nothing. I should play Last Blade too.
That game's cool.
I
have
played
not...
a bit of like Sam Show 5 special. Fuck.
What a
But
super.
yeah, I should like do supers maybe. I don't remember my supers. That's the thing. Ah, fuck. Yeah, like I probably should play like Sam Show 2 and like Sam Show 5 more.
I never
But
got
also-
into Samurai Showdown.
I wonder if maybe I'd like Last Blade more than Sam Show.
From the little bit I've played of both, I think Last Blade 2 is more my vibe, but I will say, for the modern Samurai Showdown, Shiki is a cool-ass character. I had fun playing her.
Does she like play like a Last Blade character in the new system?
No,
Like,
not
I
not
haven't really
really.
touched the new Sam Show, so like I don't know how like for instance fuck. I am not in an advantage in knowing how to do supers.
It's
Oh, well, there we go.
at the very least for me, it's just like quarter circle forward to attack button.
Yeah, I think the fact that there are 2 attack buttons does make this game a bit more accessible on that front.
What do you mean?
Oh, I just meant like as opposed to like double quarter circle or something.
Oh yes, okay. I was like, what do you mean it's a 6-button fighter? Okay, no, that makes more sense. Ah! Oh, this is a nice ass stage too, actually. I don't think I ever paid attention to this one, but I like the
Yeah.
thing silhouetted by the
lizards in
Red
your
moon.
pants.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Look at that camel shake. Did you... I'm trying to squeeze blood from a stone now, but,
Like a vampire, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
I thought that the animation was nothing to write home about.
I mean, it is, it's exactly what I expect from the kind of show it is.
Disposable 90s kid cartoon, yeah.
Yeah, based on a, you know, property.
Yeah, it didn't look like horrible or anything, but it wasn't like...
Yeah,
No
I think
imagery
it-
from this will stick with me.
I think it's interesting they picked the ED they did, because that's like sort of like a song associated with the franchise, in Japan even.
Oh!
It's the ED for the OVA as well, and I think it was first used for like the trailer for and the opening for the PlayStation port of the first game or something. So
Interesting.
it's just like that's the Darkstalkers song. I don't know if we can legally put it at the end of the episode, but
Probably not.
this is why we need to get off Spotify.
Yeah.
I actually thought about that as like a thing because it's like I don't want to be constrained when we get to like the Ultraman seasons where they just have J-pop songs. But I also don't know the logistics of like moving to a no host,
Yeah.
or how that fuck up our listenership.
No idea.
So you know, probably worth like asking people. Don't want to do like anyone that does forced ad reads inserted in though.
What do you mean? You don't want Ultra Q having a Loot Crate sponsorship? We're not going to be building a website in Squarespace anytime soon?
NordVPN or something. No, that's YouTube. If you want to build a website for the TDF, go to Squarespace.
You know, sometimes it's very tragic when you get abandoned by your people and then they send a missile to Earth with you still on it, but you know who can talk to you about that? BetterHelp. What if someone discovers this looking for VSAT footage and then they're like, why do they keep talking about random shit that makes no sense?
They should watch Ultra Q.
Yeah.
Actually, well, I guess this is a yeah. They could watch it on YouTube. He puts like a slideshow on YouTube.
I think it's very incredible that we played this before the actual Ultraman fighting games on here.
I mean, to some extent, I'd ban you just for spoiler reasons.
The one I played at Galloping Ghost seemed like it was just Ultraman original. I could be wrong though. I also actually that one might have been single player only. I don't even know if that was multiplayer. I remember playing that because you had to beat up the monster and then finish them off by using the Ultra Beam or the Spacium Beam, and I couldn't figure out the input.
Like PlayStation All-Star Battle.
True. God, that game was a piece of shit. I bought that full price.
You're gonna put Ninja Theory Dante in along with Big Daddy for some reason.
Yeah, they were gonna put my boy Dart in from Legend of Dragoon, then the game wasn't popular enough and the DLC got canned.
The thing is, like, Sony has guys, but
not those.
You wouldn't
guys.
know it from that game. Not from that game. It also is just because, you know, the weird history of Sony being like, oh wow, we had guys in the PlayStation 1, but we didn't actually own them.
Yeah, shoutouts to Raiden being in that game.
You know what? Deserved.
Yeah. It is very funny that Smash has Solid Snake but not PlayStation. The meaties!
You know who else is funny? You know who else Smash has that PlayStation doesn't?
Who?
Sora.
True. We have fun here.
You know, when this episode comes out, we'll be done Ultra 7.
Oh, fuck. That's crazy.
It's so weird to think about. Like, we finished 2 shows, but also finishing like a whole ass show still feels like a big deal, especially because this one's like our longest one yet.
Yeah. We're like... Because there's 7 Showa. Well, I guess no, because Ultraman 80 is also a Showa show.
Yeah, so we have like 6 more Showa shows left. Full length ones, I mean, because we got Return, we got Ace, we got Taro, we got Leo, then we got the Ultraman, the Sunrise anime.
Yeah.
And then we got 80, and then we're in the weird interregnum, I guess you could call it. Which is basically, how long will that go? Who knows? It depends on what stuff gets subs.
Ooh, good shit.
Nice, I actually got you on that one.
Yeah.
I haven't used any of my cool weapons. God.
Nope.
I haven't done her cool pendulum move, which is a shame.
Shoutouts to Shenko being in Marvel 3 and being the worst character in that game by a wide margin.
I'll give her another shot, just like I want to get the pendulum footage.
The pendulum footage?
Yeah.
Me when I'm in that one fucking post story, but I'm also a YouTube influencer.
Me when I play Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel.
That's the one with the guy stuck to the fucking pendulum trap is that's Poe, right?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know anything about pendulum trap.
Oh.
I was just...
Shit. Hold on, beat me up while I look this up. Oh no, where's my phone? Pendulum story. The Pit and the Pendulum by Edgar Allan Poe.
Oh yeah, right now.
Okay. Ah!
I'm
I got gonged!
I want to get like the... Hold on.
What you looking for?
Trying to do the move where she like swings. I don't have the Mizumi open or anything, so you know.
But don't worry, I got a second monitor. Oh god, this doesn't help. Let's see.
Oh wait.
623p.
Yeah.
There you go.
Sick. Oh, I thought she says Chesto.
Oh shit.
Fuck, that not long.
It's okay. I only got 17 seconds. 16 seconds. Damn it.
Hey.
I tried. Alright, who should I try now? Oh yeah, coin. Let's see. I'll try Zabel. I actually didn't realize that was his name in the Japanese.
Yeah, some localization changes are interesting.
He's one big Iron Maiden like homage, which I would have loved when I was younger. And then the lead singer had opinions on Brexit, and I was like, oh
no.
Yeah, they weren't good opinions. Oh, yo, that rules.
Iron Maiden, Nigel Farage tribute album.
No. See, the thing that got me too is that after it happened, he admitted that it was a bad idea. He's like, or no, he admitted that it had a terrible impact on everything, and he's like, well, I would have simply done it right, and it's like, buddy.
People who play Paradox strategy games when they see geopolitical events.
I love that he has a little Blorbo. I never noticed that before.
Yeah, he's got Blorbo. Oh, yeah, fun fact. Apparently, I think Lord Raptor is played by Scott McNeil in the cartoon.
Oh.
But also they got him to dub Lord Raptor in the OVA dub, too.
Ooh.
Which is fun.
Yeah.
I think he's the only guy they got.
For both.
Yeah.
Oof. Shit. Let's go! Yo!
Dunked me.
Let's go! What's my name? Dunkachito.
The first slam dunk.
Oh, you got like the Venom tongue thing going on.
Yeah. Much like a... I was gonna say Steve Harvey for some reason. I don't know why.
What?
Just Tom Hardy. That's my bad.
Steve Harvey. Kill.
Yeah, the dinosaur tank.
Oh, I wonder what that does back.
I wonder how much we clue into people the time we're recording this. We could
no
let it be
idea.
vague. We could let it be vague for fun.
Comedic effect.
Yeah.
Yeah, it could be like the middle of June. We say as we're like, I can't believe we're almost done with Ultra 7.
Yeah, we say it as we reference the episode with where they get the glasses stolen.
Yeah.
No, we work on a uh what's the word, a backlog, which is absolutely why I was not there for any of the episodes
Yep.
in August. That's how it works.
Let's do like 2 more and then we can call it.
Yeah, it's probably fair. This does actually have to end at some point.
Oh shit, that's a cool ass command normal.
Yeah, I think his like Dark Force is like full chainsaw mode all the time.
Oh, just like Alyssa from good old Tekken. This actually, I like this guy a lot.
He's top tier apparently.
Okay.
I mean, part of the reason I think is because he has everyone has a unique movement, but he just has like anime fighter air dash.
Oh, does he?
Yeah.
Oh shit. Yeah.
He's like, you're playing Melty again. Fuck.
And I can dunk.
He's such a goofy character.
Yeah, his normals are ridiculous too.
His backstory is fucked up. He's like, yeah, I put on a rock concert and I put a satanic rock concert and sacrificed the souls of all my audience. And came back as a zombie.
Damn. Bochi the Rock Season 2 looking hardcore.
Would Bochi do this?
Who can say?
Okay. I'm gonna try QB again. QB the character I like want to try and learn, but she's just like tricky.
My friend Jake, who played this game for a bit, mained QB after trying out BB Hood, and then looking at the actual execution shit you need to do and being like, I'm good, actually.
Yeah.
Because apparently she's a little intense on the hands.
Yeah. QB, I'm just like, oh, B-girl, I'm into that. So that's why I want to learn them. But they have low health, and I don't know how to use their tools well. It's supposed to be like a high and low mix-up character with like instant air dashes.
I think you can Tiger Knee some of her stuff.
Yeah, I've never done a Tiger Knee before, so it's something I need to train.
It takes a bit, but once you get it down. It's also very game-specific, the timing, I find. My inability to do it consistently in Under Night was what led me to changing mains when I first started playing Under Night. No! Ah!
I didn't do the command grab where she like stings you and then puts an egg inside you and then dies and then new one of her comes out. They were cooking with this game.
Yeah. Whew. Well, that was fun.
Yeah, GG's.
Good games.
Can't wait, asterisk, to watch episode 2 a year from now.
Yeah! It'll be a great time. Alright, see you, everyone.
Yeah, see everyone.
Bye.